Hi guys and welcome back to a new video. My name is Martina and this is the secret craft room. In today's video I'm going to show you how I created the cutest and spookiest Halloween decoration, a tiny ghost in a jar. Please don't forget to subscribe and give my video a thumbs up if you like it, and if you want to know how I made this little ghost, then just keep on watching. I am going to use this small jar to put my little ghost in. I am using a small styrofoam ball as the head shape for the ghost. Then I shaped a piece of aluminum wire to create sort of a drying rack for the ghost. I made the ghost out of a piece of an old sheet. I first cut out a square and then I folded it several times and cut the edge to shape it into a circle. Then I tried it out over the styrofoam ball, and I also put the jar over it to determine how big the ghost should be. I decided to use a smaller styrofoam ball for the head. Then I kept cutting away fabric until I was happy with the length. Next I mixed equal parts of water and white glue and put the fabric piece in it. Then I carefully squeezed out any excess glue mix and then I draped it over the styrofoam ball. This part is a little bit tricky, but I tried to arrange the wrinkles and folds in the fabric until I was happy with how it looked. Then I let it dry overnight. Next I painted two eyes with black acrylic paint. To make it look like the ghost is hovering over the ground, I decided to use this black metal stick to hold it up. I shaped it similar to the aluminum wire, but I made the base much smaller. This doesn't need to be able to stand by itself because I am going to glue it to the bottom of the jar. Then I cut off the metal stick to the length I wanted. I did this several times, trying it out in between. I also cut off the fabric of the ghost to make it smaller. Next I covered the bottom inside the jar with moss using hot glue to glue it down. Then I moved the moss away from the center a little bit so I could glue the metal stick in place. Then I added more moss to cover the base of the metal stick. Then I decided that the ghost was a little bit too clean, so I used water and very watered down black acrylic paint to make it look a little bit dirty at the bottom. Next it was time to make the little mushrooms. I started by making small dots of hot glue on a piece of baking paper. Then I used the same black metal stick again and added glue onto it by carefully putting the stick inside of the glue gun, just a few millimeters. This way there will be glue on all sides of the stick and also a little bit thicker at one end. Before the glue had set, I added one of the little glue dots to it, then I cut off the stick a few centimeters below the mushroom. I did a total of 5 mushrooms. Next I painted the mushrooms. You'll see me try out a few different colors before I finally decided how I wanted them to look. I added red and dark purple to the top of them, and then I made the base light beige, adding a little bit of a darker shade at the bottom. And then I added small white dots to the cap. Once they had dried completely, I added a coat of Mod Podge to all the mushrooms. Next I cut off the metal stick and used hot glue to glue them to the jar. Then I glued this wooden bead to the lid. I also filled in the hole of the bead with hot glue. Then I painted the lid and bead black. I realized that I had forgotten to glue the ghost in place, so that's what I'm doing here. Next I mixed black acrylic paint with baking soda and dabbed it onto the lid to create texture. Once completely dry, I dry brushed the lid with a little bit of silver and copper paint. Lastly, I added some twine around the jar just below the lid. I secured it with hot glue. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and also give my video a thumbs up if you liked it. And if you watched this far, please leave a ghost emoji in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.